I visited the state institutions for the mentally retarded, and I think that particularly at Willowbrook that we have a situation that borders on a snake pit, and that the children live in filth, but many of our fellow citizens are suffering tremendously because lack of attention, lack of imagination, lack of adequate manpower. There's very little future for the children or for those who are in these institutions.
I was a medical doctor at Willowbrook. I was brought to Willowbrook for the first time on my pediatric rotation during my internship. The smell was the first thing that overwhelmed you when you walked in. An incomparable smell, a combination of human excrement and sweat and smell that once you identify it, you can never miss it again. And then the noise. If you're an auditory person, it strikes you as well because there's a background noise of moaning and yelling and very surreal noises being made by people with no aim in their life. It quickly dawns on you that this is an operation which is for the purpose of housing people without a plan for their life, just as the cliche goes, a warehouse for human beings. It was very overt. You didn't have to think much to figure that part out. They were just sitting there. There's nothing to do all day, just sitting there and rocking. There was a big entrance at Willowbrook where the cars could come, and they had security people checking, and they were not going to let us on the grounds. But it's a huge place, many, many acres, and so we simply parked on the periphery, and there was this stone fence, and we vaulted the fence, and we ran the 200 yards to the nearest building and easily got in.
Thirty years.
30 years.
30 years.
30 years.
One voice.
One voice.
One voice. One voice.
What excites me working here at the Disability Rights Center is the fact that we can be engaged with the whole process.
The DRC's important role is playing watchdog relative to state mental health hospitals in Kansas, as well as the nursing facilities for mental health.
A lot of people who are disabled, they may think they're the one against a million, you know, that they don't have anyone to fight for them or to help them advocate for themselves. That's where DRC steps in.
You know, this whole organization is working together with that singular mission of making sure that disabled Kansans, you know, have their rights zealously advocated for, and you know that those rights are codified in law or whatever form the public policy requires. So, in that way, DRC really is about one voice.
We wake up every day figuring out what is our role to play in all those different realms and how can we best use our resources to get justice for people with disabilities. We don't have just one key, we have multiple advocacy keys to unlock the door to justice.
It's an emphasis on empowerment, it's an emphasis on inclusion, and it's an emphasis on making sure that the laws that we have passed by the legislature, passed by Congress, are really enacted here in Kansas.
Well, the Disability Rights Center of Kansas does have a lot to celebrate on its 30th anniversary.
Thanks to the work of the Disability Rights Center, many other Kansans have been able to overcome obstacles they have faced.
Matthew Whaley's case and the Kaufman House case and thousands of other Kansans have been helped by the Disability Rights Center.
The Disability Rights Center plays an important role in making sure the rights of the disabled are protected and that their voices are heard.
So I congratulate the DRC on their 30th anniversary of advocating for the disability community in Kansas. Bottom line, just keep up the good work.